What's up everyone? Hope you're having a good day. In today's video, we're going to talk about the 4 big mistakes that hosting facilities make when they open. Now, this does not obviously pertain to all hosting facilities, but I would say most. And this is why we've seen a lot of them tank. So let's roll the intro. Let's roll the ad. Let's get to it. Today's sponsor is myself, where I am showing you guys my brand new online store. It is amazing. I love the products here. I've already received a few products and I got to tell you, the quality is awesome. I also have the Terra hosting collection as well, which has got some amazing things, a lot of cool cell phone cases, hats, hoodies, you name it, it's on here. It's turned out really, really well. I also have the Misfit mining collection as well, which is pretty cool. Big thanks to Mr. Chump Change XD for allowing me to display the Misfit mining collection. Dude, you're awesome. Thank you so much for the support. So let me know in the comments section below if you guys like the gear or if there's anything else you think I should add. So before we get into the 4 big mistakes, I want you guys to understand that prior to Terra hosting, I did have my own hosting facility. Now my facility completely failed. I couldn't keep my clients online. I couldn't expand on my power. I was paying a really high rent. The merge came. I mean, I had a bunch of negatives come out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden I got hit with this 2 months worth of electric deposit from the electric company. I honestly didn't see that one coming. So this video is not to criticize the small crypto mining hosting facilities that have gone under due to unforeseen things, just things that were outside of their control that they may have not known. My heart goes out to you guys. I've been in your shoes and I know it sucks. I hope you guys recover. This video is aimed at the bigger facilities that clearly take advantage of their clients. They over leverage and put their clients' equipment at risk, and honestly give pretty bad and shitty customer service. I want to arm you guys with the knowledge what to look for when you're looking for hosting. So let's get into that. So the first big mistake that a lot of these companies make is they don't accurately read their electric bills. They don't know the rates. They just kind of see, oh, the commercial rate is 8 cents, let's go. And they don't look at the specifics, or for more business savvy people, they don't read the fine print. Now, I know this because I did that. I didn't read the rate for Florida Power and Light. My commercial rate was supposed to be 8 cents. When I started hot crypto mining, I'm looking at the bill and I'm like, these numbers are off, because they were charging me 11 because fuel was a pass-through expense. Guys, if you're looking to start a hosting facility, make sure you check the damn electric bill, know what your rates are. However, I do see this as a huge mistake for these large hosting companies. Believe it or not, just because they have millions of dollars to invest does not make them wise. They think that the cash will roll in, that this is what it's going to be, and they kind of ignore it. And we've seen this happen. Then what happens is they become so invested into their property, they take out loans, they raise the rate, there's some BS admin fee that gets added to make up the cost. It's a nightmare. So mistake number 2, loans and investments. A lot of these companies, they get an idea, they go to somebody, they sell it, and they say, hey, give us $10 million and let's build this massive hosting facility. Okay, here's where they're wrong. Okay, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly what to look for so you can be careful. The problem with growing too fast is that you can fall very fast. Okay, a lot of these companies, they'll build a 15, 20 megawatt facility, right? They'll spend $5, $10 million building this whole place and it's empty. Okay, now try to understand something. When you have a hosting company, maybe you're looking at and you want to send your rigs, the first question you want to ask is, when did you guys start? How many units do you have? What's your rate? What state are you in? Who's your power company? Now, a lot of people might think that these are ridiculous questions. They're not ridiculous questions. You want to know exactly what's going on. I could tell you this right now. If there's a company, okay, that has a brand new 15 megawatt facility and the company is 2 months old, they're not doing it with the money that they put in their piggy bank. They have loans, they have investors. Be very careful with companies like this, because if they have an investor that doesn't understand 100% what the crypto industry is, and they're just telling them that they're selling electricity, oh my God, I can only see what happens. And if they go bankrupt, your equipment is getting seized and going with them. So just understand that. Do your research into these companies. Obviously, not all companies are like this, and some have been around for a while, but there may be a lot of new companies coming in the game with the next bull run. So make sure you guys pay attention. One more thing to add with the second mistake. It says something about a company when the owners put in their own money and don't seek loans. Now, yes, everybody at Terra Hosting is an owner and has a vested interest in the company. There is no silent partner or outside investment or VC money. So I think personally, and I'm not just saying it for my own company, if you have a small hosting company and the guy has his life savings in it, or he's really trying to do something, these are the people I think you should be really investing in. These are the guys that are less likely to probably do any shady stuff, or lose or not care about their customers, because they have their own money in the game and not someone else's. So with that, let's move into mistake number 3, shady business practices. Honestly, this is going to be my favorite subject, so let's get into this. So most of these companies, okay, they have ridiculous rules for hosting with them. One that I've seen recently was they want a year worth of electric up front. So me being me, I asked questions. I said, okay, so if I send you X amount of GPUs, what is this going to cost me? He says, $33,000 is due at signing. Excuse me? If you're like me, most of us don't have $33,000 sitting around that we can spend and send to a hosting facility for 1 year worth of electric. That's ridiculous. Total cash grab. Stay away from these companies. I don't care what anybody says. That is complete and utter BS. Don't fall for that, okay? That's a complete cash grab. All right. Second thing is that you have to buy their equipment and host it there. No, don't do that. That is another cash grab. They're trying to get money out of you, and they're probably going to ask for the electric up front anyway. Read your contracts, guys, also, okay? Because another thing was, most companies can send your equipment anywhere in the world. Read the fine print. It'll say something like, your equipment will be hosted at one of our facilities. Well, the address on the contract may not be the facility that it's being hosted at. One of their facilities can be in a far off, distant country with cheap electric somewhere in the middle of nowhere, and honestly, you'll probably never see that equipment again. I have a client right now who lost $300,000 in equipment. He's actively suing the last hosting company that he was with, and he's honestly probably never going to see that equipment again, and God only knows how long court goes. So I think right now his goal is just to get some of his money back. Also, they forced him to purchase the equipment through them, probably at a premium, if I'm assuming. Total cash grab. They took advantage of the guy, and honestly, I hope that company burns down, and I hope their executives go to jail, because you should never steal from a customer. It's bad business. It makes the rest of us look bad, and honestly, it's not like the crypto industry doesn't have a dark cloud over it already. So that's another thing to look for. So I kind of touched on mistake number 4 back there a little bit, but I'll elaborate a little bit more. Guys, understand that this is not a regulated industry. These hosting companies oftentimes don't fall into US jurisdiction, and they can make all the rules that they want. They might have an office in the US with a US location, but they're probably not a US company. Be very careful with this, okay? Make sure you do your due diligence into the company that you are investing in. Look at who the CEO is. I mean, look, if you're going as far as buying $1 million worth of equipment, you need to do $1 million worth of investigation. Look at the CEO. See what other companies he may own. When you're making that kind of an investment, okay, you're essentially partnering with these companies, right? Because you're entrusting them with your equipment to do the right thing. Look, I give my clients my personal cell phone number. They know to call me. They can hit me up at any time during the night, and I'll make sure that their rigs are up 99% of the time. That's what I try to aim for, okay? So understand that a lot of companies do not give you that personal touch. Look for that in companies, guys. I'm not trying to sell you on my company. If you want to host with us, you can. There are a lot of companies that do the right thing and treat their customers well. So don't take it like all of them are bad. Just make sure you do your due diligence when you're looking at these businesses. Well, I hope you guys liked the video. Hit that like button and hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you made it to the end of this video, give me a 22 in the comment. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting my YouTube channel. Check out the new merch that I have, link below. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will see you on the next one. Hawk out.